Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm doing a cover review this week. So this is early hours, well not early hours, it's just early morning in Finland. I was going to do a review last night and completely forgot about it. In the new room, well one of the new rooms of the house, this is where I'm going to put some movie shelving up at some point, but at the moment it's a bit of a mess. But back to the actual review. So I decided to have a review of something, one I've not seen before. So I think many people are in the same boat at the moment where we're using, we're using more streaming devices than we do normally. I think as movie fans we always do stream, no problem. It's like many film fans obviously still like to get their physical media. This is a time where to get new things with many countries in lockdown, obviously because of the COVID-19, that streaming is really important for people right now. So yeah, I was streaming, was this Netflix or Prime? Anyway, it was, I think it's Prime actually, Amazon Prime, and it's 2014's Blood Punch. So it's one I'd heard about, but I'd never seen it before. And yeah, the name kind of threw me a little bit. It's doesn't 100% fit, I don't think. I mean, there's blood, there's a few punches, but it's kind of, yeah, the name just really threw me of what it was. But anyway, I'll do some spoilers with this, because yeah, it's just easier for me to do like with a few spoilers in it. So we follow what's his name? Milo Cawthorn. Now I like that guy. He's a really kind of distinctive look to him. Yeah, like he's kind of, what did I see him from? Deathgasm. That's it. It says click on IMDb. Yeah, it's like kind of like him, like he's well known for like Deathgasm, and he's really good in this one. And so it's kind of what is it? It's some sort of like it's in some sort of hospital. It's to do with addicts, whether it's meth or something like that. But he's in this like circle, and they're talking about like different things and experiences and stuff like that. And there's this new girl there, and she's kind of like pro drugs and stuff like that. And it turns out she's there to kind of lure him into a scheme that she has. And basically, she wants to cook up. I can't even remember the drug now. I watched this last week. I apologise. It's some sort of kind of obviously class A drug. But there's this scheme where they can get a load of the ingredients, but then they need to make it and cook it basically really fast. So she lures him into the scheme, and it's with her and her kind of lunatic boyfriend, who's this just off the wall nuts kind of guy. It's actually, I think he's a policeman, and a lot. But anyway, they meet up. He ends up having sex with her, so that adds another kind of twist to this story. Basically, he starts to fall for her very quickly, and obviously that's not going to be good with the boyfriend and stuff. But they go to this cabin out in the middle of nowhere to cook up this stuff. And he's looking around this cabin, and it's kind of like there's all these cuttings of these mysterious happenings, and like people are like saying it's like there's newspaper clippings like cannibalism and different things like that, and it's like strange occurrences where there's been many deaths and someone's like escaped from it all and stuff like that, and it's a strange thing. Then throughout the kind of like this day, they start learning more and more about each other, and then just like the boyfriend figures out pretty early that he slept with the girlfriend and is playing with guns and stuff like that. And yeah, we're learning more about the characters, learning more about the cabin, and then it takes a kind of unusual twist. I can't remember if, I think he might, there's something, I don't know if he dies or something, or, but whatever happens, he wakes up and no, he just wakes up in the cabin sort of thing, and it's like throwing up. They've been having drugs, and there was like a fight or something like that. There's blood spilt, and there's this video that we see, and it's kind of like, actually I think it might be at the start of the film. It's this recording where it's him, and he's talking about this whole thing, about this whole situation, and he's like really freaked out. He's like seen this video himself. He has no recollection of the recording and stuff like that. So I might be jumbling this up a little bit. This might be at the start of the film, but basically there's a big spoiler now. So if you've not seen it, I wouldn't listen to this part at all. But it's basically like a horror Groundhog Day, and so they get stuck in this loop. But if you don't die and you wake up in the loop, you remember the different things that have happened. So if you've been in this loop like 100 days, you remember the 100 days, all this sort of thing. So the girl and our main guy, they keep killing this psycho boyfriend all the time. So he doesn't have any recollection kind of every time he wakes up in the morning. But they do. But like if one of them dies, then they'll lose all of those memories that they've gained from those days, and then go back to the very first day, which is what you can figure out at some point that, oh yeah, he's died because he's made this video. And it's kind of inventive ways to try and get out of this situation, on how they can escape, and there's different things, different characters are brought into it in different situations, and it's very entertaining, it's very well done, and it's quite good. It's quite clever. I like. It's not 100% original. It's like Groundhog Day, but I like what they did, and it was an enjoyable film. There's a lot of gore in it. A lot of good kills. Interesting stuff. You don't like see everything actually. It's like a lot of it is. What's the word? Yeah, it was basically off screen. Off screen, sorry, not off screen. So like you do see some kills, you see some like stuff with like knives, but it's insinuating that like deaths are done in these different ways. Like see all these sharp knives and axes, and you hear the blood spatter and stuff like that. But then there's lots of fun stuff, and it keeps you entertained. You don't always 100% like the characters. You kind of like our guy. But the other characters, like the main Olivia Tennant, like her character is just annoying and bitch kind of ness. Like you like her for a while, and you don't, and you do, and it's just a fun ride. Yeah, it's not like anything amazing, but it was well done. What they did, I thought it's like they did some good writing with this, and the dialogue's interesting, and it keeps going at a nice pace the whole time, and you're interested and invested to see what happens with these at the end, whether they escape or whether they're not, how they work these things out. Yeah, I think that's enough for my review. I need to start work very soon. I'm at that home office now because of the COVID-19, so shut all my windows down because I'm not allowed to show work things. Here's my different screensavers. Waha. And that's the review. Sorry it's a bit scatty. Like I said, it should have been last night, would have been a bit better. But anyway, hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys Sunday. Cheers. Bye-bye.